Hi, I am Nico Bell. Welcome to my YouTube station. Today we're going to be talking about draft writing and editing. We're kind of combining it all into one. So we're working our way through this series of how to write a novel, and we talked about all the plot developments and characters, and now we're ready to draft. So I recommend doing a fast draft, which is exactly as it sounds. You sit down as much as you can every day, and you just vomit out the words. You get that draft down as quickly as you can. Just get everything out of your brain. Do not worry about how ridiculous it sounds or how many mistakes you make. If you are writing and you're halfway through and you decide, oh, I don't want this character, or this plot isn't working, just make a little note, put a little asterisk by it, and keep writing as if you had started the story with that note. And then when we get to the end of the fast draft, take a breath and then start drafting something more readable. You'll have the asterisks to be able to search and find, to be able to find all the different changes you want to make so you can easily navigate that. And just start composing everything based off of the character developments and the plot points that we've already talked about, okay? If you get stuck, don't worry. I always find that it's good to reference books, my favorite books, and really kind of dissect them and study them to see how they put the plot together. And that serves as a guide to me on how I should be plotting my own books. If you're looking for resources in addition to everything that we kind of talked about, there are some writing resources you can use, like Save the Cat Writes a Novel, where they do talk about every single plot point and they give you examples. The examples are really helpful. So when you're doing your drafts, if you're not sure, should I put this here? Should I put this there? The examples they give will help you kind of learn how people have already done it, and then you can do it too. So drafting takes a while. I usually, at least 5, but closer to 10 drafts before I get to something that I feel like, okay, this is solid, this has some legs I can work with. But when you finally get to that point where you feel like you are done drafting and you have a readable manuscript and you're ready to start editing, then we kind of switch gears. There's 2 main types of editing. There's developmental editing, which is large picture, plot construction, character development, big plot holes. And then there's more copy editing, line editing, which is you look at every single sentence for punctuation and grammar, that sort of thing. And you're gonna wanna do both, okay? If you ever do wanna hire an editor, this is a little tricky, then this is totally up to you. You don't have to hire an editor to read your work before you submit it. Not a requirement, don't feel pressured. I don't do it, a lot of people don't do it. But if you want to, that's your prerogative and you certainly can. You can also do it yourself. And you can also have your critique partners help you, or even beta readers help you. So critique partners are people that you can work with the whole entire process. Beta readers are readers that you ask when everything is done, completely done and crisp and edited, to read your books and let you know if there's anything big that they have any issues with. It's before you send it off to any sort of publisher or agent or editor. And so that process also takes a while, which is fine. And just take your time with it, because editing is very, very important. You want to submit the cleanest possible manuscript, the cleanest to your ability, to the agent or the publisher, whoever. So take your time. And yeah, that's basically it for this process. It's not a lot to say about it. It's a lot of doing. And this could take seriously up to a year. If you're a little faster, it could take a handful of months. It takes me a year to write a book generally, like drafting and editing. So, really sink into the process and hopefully enjoy it. And we will talk about query letters and submitting next time. So happy writing.